Salt Lake City is the state capital, but it wasn't always guaranteed to be the economic capital. As the 19th century came to a close, business leaders in Salt Lake competed with Ogden for a key stake in the railroad business. Back then, the railroad made the difference between a town becoming a booming city or a potential ghost town.
At the beginning of the 20th century, the Salt Lake business community wasn't very well organized. It was a loose coalition, and Union Pacific ended up choosing Ogden. It was a devastating blow, but the loss served as a wake-up call for Salt Lake business leaders. They got organized, focused their efforts, and aligned the Salt Lake Chamber on the course that has made it the largest and longest-serving business association in the state of Utah today.
A century ago, competition was with the next town. It's not like that anymore. Today, we work together to strengthen our Utah economy.
The Chamber has a clear mission. Only the Chamber can stand up for the broad-based needs of the entire business community. We stand as the voice of business. We support our members' success, and we champion community prosperity.
When I think of the Chamber and what we wouldn't have in the community without the Chamber, it truly is amazing. For instance, we wouldn't have the Utah Jazz. The Chamber was very instrumental in helping to secure the bid for the 2002 Winter Olympic Games. We wouldn't have the airport we have today, and wouldn't have the airport that we'll be building in the future. And I'm sure that it's unlikely that Delta Airlines would have Salt Lake City as a hub without the Chamber.
The Salt Lake Chamber never underestimates the influence businesses have on our community. They take this knowledge and they put it to practical use. Businesses don't face elections. We don't respond to polling data. What we do respond to is the health of our economy. When the economy is growing and vibrant, we build on that economy. When the economy is troubled, we try to answer the question of why and address the issues. Salt Lake Chamber leverages that by working closely with our elected officials to improve the overall health of the state's economy.
Sometime after an entrepreneur gets that idea for a business, and before they can do anything, it becomes clear that dealing with the government is a big part of the process. And that's why the Chamber is involved. They have an impact on businesses of all sizes.
Well, when the recession hit, it was the business community that came together, and it was the Chamber that helped us form a clear path going forward. We think that the Chamber and its business community constituency was critical in helping define a path to help move Utah's economy forward.
The Chamber took the initiative to put together the Utah Jobs Agenda, which really outlined 10 specific initiatives associated with trying to get jobs for the state of Utah in the short term and the long term. And then they went and worked with the legislature and with the governor to work on implementing many of the aspects of the Utah Jobs Agenda.
Transportation really is the driver for economic development. You know, business needs to move goods and services and people without getting locked into congestion. And when the Chamber saw that we were getting locked into congestion, it really made a push to invest into mobility for the state.
The Chamber led an initiative to invest significantly in improving Utah's transportation system. And it led the effort to go out and gather signatures, to change a law, and to put a referendum to the vote of Utahns who chose to invest significantly to build roads and rails that connected Utah in a more efficient way than ever, keeping goods and people moving throughout the crossroads of the West.
We are extremely policy-oriented. It really matters when there's a tax code introduction within the state of Utah. Is it proper? Is it wrong? Are we overburdening our citizens? That's why we are so interested in topics that some chambers just don't have a capacity to be able to function in.
Business leaders, first of all, have known that the healthcare costs have been skyrocketing and have been well aware of the impact of those costs on their businesses. And so together as business leaders, we've been working together to try and get a handle on this. We care about our employees, We also care about our businesses, and these skyrocketing costs cannot continue without something happening. So we formed a healthcare Bill of Rights, which kind of gives our position on healthcare from a business point of view.
The Salt Lake Chamber played a key role in writing the Utah Compact, and also in keeping the state from driving away hundreds of millions of dollars in both businesses and productive consumers and workers, and all during a very tough economic time.
I've been involved with the Chamber for a long time now, and many of us have been talking about how we needed to make education a greater emphasis. Prosperity 2020 is about coming up with solutions that will then be executed in a way that will make Utah more educated, that will allow us to have more people that read at grade level, that will allow us to graduate more people from college. And we've got to make this move forward because we as businesses need this workforce. And we recognize that if we don't invest in education, we're not investing in our workforce. And if we don't end up with the right workers, we're going to fall behind. Whether it's transportation, whether it's immigration reform and coming up with the Utah Compact, or whether it's education, they are great at bringing us together and helping business be the catalyst to get things done in this community.
We've been very fortunate in the last several years to really have some incredible people that we have honored for their dedication, devotion to, and accomplishments within the state of Utah. And that is really great to come together, because what it does is inspire businesses and business leaders. The biggest award given in the state of Utah is the Giant in the City Award. And we do that, we've been doing it annually. There's no set requirement that we have to do that. We have the Athena Award, which literally we honor a woman in our community that has just been stellar at what they do.
We were looking to make a very strategic hire in our company, and we'd use most of the traditional outlets, the headhunters, the social media. Hadn't found the right candidate yet. One day I was attending an event with the Chamber when I was expressing my frustration to a fellow business leader. He said, "Give me a couple days." Within a short period of time, I received a phone call from what turned out to be the ideal candidate for the job. That really is the power of the Chamber, the power of the network.
Our partnership with the Salt Lake Chamber is one way in which we are working together to build thriving communities, specifically with the Women's Business Center. It does incredible work for so many people. We look at the women that come in, they've got a business idea, they're able to flesh out some sort of a business plan and then start a business. And it's just exhilarating to be able to be a partner with the Chamber and help thousands of these women to do this.
Communication is a very important part of what we do. We learn about all of the issues that are important to our members, and then we communicate and disseminate all of the information to our members that help them compete and succeed.
The Salt Lake Chamber adapts to the needs of its membership by providing various communication tools. For example, Facebook, Twitter, website, blogs, e-newsletter. Whatever type of information or however you want to receive it as an individual, you can be on the pulse of what's happening in our business community here in Salt Lake.
The Chamber has been and continues to be a champion of prosperity in the community along several fronts. They've championed major causes such as transportation and education and health care. And as the Chamber grows and its membership grows, what you're going to find is the issues that the Chamber takes on and works with both public leaders and community leaders is going to continue to expand and grow itself.
There are great things happening in downtown Salt Lake City right now, and the Chamber has helped lead this effort. By starting the Downtown Rising movement and its partnership with the Downtown Alliance, the Salt Lake Chamber is helping to build an amazing urban center that benefits our whole region.
The Chamber's done a great job partnering up with the World Trade Center of Utah and with GoEd in helping drive additional revenue to companies by introducing them to new international markets that are profitable and growing.
Well, the Chamber cares about big business, and we fight for the small business as well. The Chamber is truly the champion of all businesses in the entire state of Utah.
We're state-based, we're not just Salt Lake City. We have members in every county in the state of Utah. It gives us a responsibility to look at the economic development of every place in the state, which really does provide us, I think, with the even more powerful message when we move forward. The strength of the Chamber comes from the diversity that a lot of businesses bring, because together they make a decision and those decisions are very commonly correct.
Salt Lake Chamber membership is critical and important, not only because it helps you grow your business, but because it helps you support the fight for business. Utah businesses are on the front line, and the issues that impact members are the issues that the Chamber is willing to take head on.
There's a lot of advantages to being a member of the Chamber. I believe every business should be a member of the Chamber. There's a lot of networking advantages, and we deal with big issues within the community, and we have a chance to change the way those issues end up and the results of those issues.
The Chamber brings everybody together, and because of that, we have some both responsibilities of trying to please a lot of people, but more importantly, making sure that we're all moving in the right direction. We really do stand for your voice. We literally support your success, and we champion your prosperity. I think when you look at the bottom line, that pretty well sums it up.